Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a common but sometimes tricky diagnostic trouble code, P0500, which stands for Vehicle Speed Sensor Malfunction. If you've got a check engine light on and your speedometer is acting weird, this video is for you. We're going to break down what the P0500 code means, what causes it, how to spot the symptoms, and most importantly, how to fix Italiano. So grab your tools and let's get started. First things first, what exactly is the P0500 code? Simply put, this code pops up when your car's brain, the powertrain control module, or PC, isn't receiving a proper signal from the vehicle speed sensor, also known as the VSS. This sensor is crucial. It tells the PCM how fast your car is going. This information isn't just for your speedometer. It also affects your transmissions, shift points, your anti-lock braking system, your cruise control, and even your fuel management. When that signal is lost, intermittent, or just plain wrong, the PCM gets confused and triggers the P0500 code in that lovely check engine light. So, what are the common symptoms you'll notice? The most obvious one is a speedometer that's not working at all, or one that's bouncing around erratically. You might also find your cruise control has stopped working for automatic transmissions. You could experience harsh or improper shifting because the transmission doesn't know when to change gears. Your anti-lock brake system or traction control warning lights might also come on. In some cases, the car might even stall when you come to a stop. These are all big clues that your VSS is having a bad day. Now, let's talk about the usual suspects that cause the P0500 code. The most common cause is simply a faulty vehicle speed sensor itself. These sensors can wear out over time. Another big one is wiring issues. The wiring harness going to the VSS can get damaged from road debris, heat from the exhaust, or just corrosion over the years. This can lead to a broken wire or a bad connection. Sometimes, the problem isn't the sensor or the wiring, but the PCM itself. Although this is much less common, it's always a good idea to check the simpler stuff first. On some vehicles, a faulty ABS wheel speed sensor can also trigger this code, if it is used as the primary speed input. Alright, let's get to the fun part. Diagnosing and fixing it. First, you'll need an OBD to scanner. Plug it in and confirm that P0500 is the code you're dealing with. The first step is a visual inspection. Locate your vehicle speed sensor. Its location varies by car, but it's usually on the transmission or transaxle. Check the sensor and its electrical connector for any obvious signs of damage, like frayed wires or corrosion on the pins. Make sure the connector is plugged in securely. A loose connection is a surprisingly common fix. If the wiring looks good, the next step is to test the sensor itself. You can do this with a multimeter. You'll want to check for proper voltage and ground at the connector. Your car's service manual will tell you which pins to test and what readings you should get. You can also test the sensor's signal output while spinning the wheels, but this can be a bit more advanced. If the sensor and wiring check out, the problem could be mechanical. On older cars, the VSS is driven by a plastic gear inside the transmission. If that gear's teeth are stripped, the sensor can't spin, and it won't send a signal. Replacing this drive gear is often the solution. If all else fails, and you've ruled out everything else, the issue might be with the instrument cluster or the PC. But at that point, you might want to consult a professional mechanic. So, to recap the repair process, start by scanning for the code. Then, do a thorough visual inspection of the VSS and its wiring. Test the sensor and its circuit with a multimeter if you can. If you find a bad sensor, a broken wire, or a stripped drive gear, replace the faulty part. After the repair, clear the code with your scanner and take the car for a test drive. Make sure the speedometer is working correctly, the transmission is shifting smoothly, and most importantly, that the check engine light stays off. And that's a wrap on troubleshooting the P0500 code. It might seem intimidating, but with a logical approach, you can often pinpoint and fix the problem yourself, saving a trip to the shop. I hope this guide was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something, and subscribe for more car repair guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.